I remember I was laying on the floor. I closed my eyes, I started crying, and I heard the door just close. So I knew he left. I felt like he knew too, like he really messed up. He pushed it too far, he hurt me way too bad. I decided to get up, I got dressed, and I didn't even go get my car from the parking garage. I just started running. I played at Arizona starting in 2012. Softball-wise and school-wise, it was the best place for me. It was the best decision. I was around the perfect people, and I love Coach Kendrea. I love the staff. A little bit after my freshman year, kind of going into the summer, that's when things started happening. I was in a relationship, a serious relationship for the first time. I've never seriously dated anybody. Just little by little, I think jealousy, him being a student athlete and me being one as well, it just grew and grew. So it created just like a toxic environment, and neither of us knew how to handle it. Fights wouldn't just be normal fights. They would get into talking down about my appearance, my personality. So mentally, it started off being abusive, and then it started leading into more physical things. I wasn't able to go and hang out with anybody. I wasn't able to be a part of like my teammates' activities outside of softball. So after my freshman year, no one really saw me anymore. I just stood in my apartment and basically just waited hand and foot on somebody. I never looked into resources just because he was known at school, I was known at school, and I never wanted to jeopardize for sure my career, but his career as well. So I just put myself on the back burner. I stopped taking care of myself. I stopped even caring about myself. Little by little, the more that I kept it in and the more that I would try to hide like the physical proof, it started getting harder and harder. So I think the more people started noticing, the more I would just pull myself away and just kind of hide. But secretly, I feel like that was kind of my cry for help. I was just really waiting on somebody to expose it and to come and talk to me, just because I was so scared. But then when I'd get to my practice, it was like all of that went away. I just felt like I could breathe and no one was gonna judge me, no one was gonna hurt me. I just told myself almost every single day, you're gonna be okay because you have practice today. I always hoped that the good side would stick, always. And I put too much faith into that. And so after the last fight, I felt like my life was just slipping away from me. I really felt like I'm either gonna lay here on the floor and just go to sleep and my life would just go away, where I would literally pass away. And I felt like at the time, no one's gonna really care. I remember I was laying on the floor and I closed my eyes, I started crying, and I heard the door just close. So I knew he left. I felt like he knew too, like he really messed up. He pushed it too far, he hurt me way too bad, and he took off. I never talked to him after that, and I decided to get up, I got dressed, and I didn't even go get my car from the parking garage. I just started running. I ran straight to my academic advisor. Erica Barnes was the assistant athletic director at the time at U of A, and she played softball too. When she pulled me into her office, she just sat me down and she didn't even talk about softball. She didn't talk about any of that. She just finally asked me, are you okay? It was a turning point for sure, because I felt like my coach was so hurt. Seeing him look at me the way he did, because he became like our dad. Everybody says that about Coach Kendrea. If you've played for him, he becomes like a dad to you. And it was almost like I was looking at my dad, so disappointed that he couldn't protect me, or that he didn't know, or he had no idea like I did that good of a job hiding the proof. That pushed me to never let this happen, obviously, to myself again. And I was just so blessed, so blessed that I had people around me that just took me in and let me be myself again and find myself.
And playing for the National Domestic Violence Hotline, number 55, Mandie Perez.
Lifts it in the air. There's some wind up there. Heading back, looking up. Zirkle running out of room. How about Mandie Perez? Two-run bomb.
No female should go through what I went through. But now that I've gone through my whole experience, I feel confident, and I feel like it grew within me to be a stepping stool for somebody and to be an ally for somebody. And I'm not scared to talk about it now. I don't get as emotional now. So I feel like it's a good part of me, and it's something that I don't ever want anybody to feel like they have to hide from it. At least there's somebody out there that did take a while to figure out how to talk about it, but now I'm here. If you're going through something like that, you and your worth is so much bigger and so much better than that one situation that you're going through. And I just wish I could go back and tell myself that, but I'm so happy that whoever's going through this now and is becoming a survivor, there's so many of us that want to just hold you. I just want to be able to reach out and just embrace anybody that needs me, even if it's just an ear, even if it's just a place to vent, because that's what I needed.